right, all praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, double honors to apostle elders in New York, GMS. Strive patient till you occupy the world is teaching truth in your lives on the line for it and show on to you serious aqua. All right, my name is Maya Kaala Bungad with Chicago branch of Great Millstone. I'd like to make a disclaimer that we are not black Hebrew Israelites. We are Israelites. The Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, speckled birds scattered abroad. Speckled birds are Israelites who look like other nations, but their father's paternal bloodline go back to the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, so right here, just post by vocab alone. All right, the white man's religion. All right, first of all, you're not white, you're red. All right, you're Edom, Adawan, red. You're not white like this background right here. All right. Authors Adam Coleman, co-author, then you got vocabulary. All right. It said for people of African descent engaged in religion, reside the thirst for lost identity offers harbors it with a sad effect. In shedding what is seen as European Christianity is often considered to be on the wrong side of that. First of all, the so-called Negroes in America are not Africans. All right. And he never answers my question when I ask him, which son of Ham's do the so-called Negroes come from? He could never had no answer. And him and his other scoffer never answered. Then they try to run to the Canaanite doctrine. And there's no scripture where the Canaanites should forget their nationality, all right, to be sold on slave ships, all right, scatter all the earth. They other nations sleeping their women and everything, man. All right, you got a few people they try to use Genesis 9:27, but that's talking about when Joshua came to the land and he they slaughtered majority of those Canaanites, and the few they did not kill, they made it to drawers of wood and water, and the other they paying tribute to them, man. All right, so that's what that's talking about. All right, all right. So the Most High, He's not gonna have another nation curse alongside Israel. That's on scripture, man. That goes against the curse in Deuteronomy 28:43 and 44. All right. So that destroys that the Negroes are Canaanites doctrine. All right. But anyway, it says right here, it says Isaiah 29 and plus the Yahweh is about balance, man. You read that in Proverbs 11 verse 1, man. All right. But anyway, it says right here. What is it? It says, don't go right. Let's just jump to the point. All right, it says Isaiah 29:16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not, or should a thing framed of him that framed it, he had no understanding. All right, so it's everything that Esau had turned backwards, basically lied about its esteem, man. So people, when we Israelites, when we tell the so-called Negro Latino they married their Israelites, man, you got people they bucking up. No, I'm African American, I'm Puerto Rican, I'm Native American. All right. And when you say Native American, basically you say you belong to the corporation America, man. All right. All right, you're born and you're part of the corporation. All right, and African goes back to skip your Africanus, man. All right, because if you go to which is an Edomite so-called white man, when you go to Italy, man, there's a lot of families that got that surname Africanus or variants of it. All right. All right, so in America's name, American Vespucci. All right. So how can you be two continents? How can you be two continents at the same time? Then also, when you say you're Native American, you basically you part of the corporation of America, man. All right. And when you say you're Latino, you basically saying you're a Spaniard, man. All right. you've been culture in this in Spaniard culture, Spanish cultures. All right, the culture of Spain, man. All right. But anyway, it says for the people let's go ahead and get that. It says, and what is shed is seen as European Christianity is often considered to be on the wrong side of the ledger. All right, that European, that's plantation Christianity, man. That's another Jesus, man. All right, let me see, 2 Corinthians. All right, 2 Corinthians 11:4. It said, for if he that cometh preach of another Jesus whom we have not preached, or you receive another spirit which ye have not received, another gospel which ye have not accepted. All right, you might bear with him. All right. So this is vocabulary come with that Christianity doctrine, man. All right, that plantation Christianity, so-called white man religion, man. That's another Jesus, man. That's not Yahushua, because Yahushua teaches the total opposite of what the Christians believe. Right, Yahushua teach life. Christians teach death. All right, they teach that you could they discard the laws, statute, commandments. All right, especially that eating pork and all that stuff that's bad for your health, man. That's destructive to our people, man. The Israelites, man. All right, now they're accepting same-sex marriage and relationships. Some of the churches, and pretty soon they're gonna preach to take that damn chip. All right. So that Christianity don't benefit our Christianity, man. You only benefit Esau to keep the Israelites asleep and his system going, man. All right. And also there's another way of dragging Jake along with him, because Esau knows he's going down. All right. All right. So it says right here, it says there's a version problem in the community. Many people are coming to erroneous conclusion that Christianity is the white man religion, which it is. All right. The plantation Christianity. All right. Even though it was started by our own people, well, Constantine, all right, he took Babylonian pagan beliefs and Egyptian beliefs and mixed in with the scripture. That's where Christianity came from. But then Esau, thousands years along the line, started a little bit after the Renaissance. He took it and started twisting things, man. You know, especially the dark images of the prophets, man. All right, especially of Yahweh Shai. All right, he painted Yahweh as what is so-called Caucasian, man. And that's why people, they bug the hell out, man. That's why they dye their hair blonde, or they try to get where they getting plastic surgery to messing with their noses, and they start bleaching their skin. Then what they teach their kids that there's everything good about Esau, the so-called white man. You know, um, like it's a famous film where a little girl, she had a doll, a doll, man. All right, and it was an Edomite doll and a Jake doll. All right, so-called white doll and so-called black doll, and the little girl picked the Edomite doll, man. All right. Or people, they married these Edomites, men and women, thinking they could escape from the curses. All right, cause what's cause when Jake from the hood or from the reservation, from the barrios, when they get with an Edomite, that they think that's a symbol of progression into society. All right, which is not. All right, you just involve yourself more in American of death style, what is a so-called lifestyle, but it's a death style, man. All right. All right. It says this means there is an inherent incompatibility between black or brown and being Christian. First of all, the so-called Negroes, West Indians, Haitians are not black. They are Israelites from the southern kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. All right. Or brown being Christian. Sadly, many people of African First Peoples, Hispanic, you talking about the so-called Negroes, Native American, and Latinos. All right. Descent are leaving the Christian faith or hardening their hearts toward the receiving of the gospel of Christ. I mean, the gospel the the doctrine of plantation Christianity. Yeah, man. So people gonna wake up out of it, man. All right. Let's see right here. It says valley dry bones. Right. All right. So this what this song mean when you hear the old song, neck to the neck bone, the ink bone. This what this is, man. It's based on the scripture right here. All right. It says right here, Ezekiel 37:1. The hand of Yahweh was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of Yahweh and set me upon down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones, valleys of America. Right. It said, and caused me to pass by them about, and behold, there were very many in the open valley, although they're very dry. He said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Yahweh, thou knowest. And again he said unto me, prophesy unto these bones, right? So you can't prophesy unto dead bodies, man. Our physical dead bodies. So this is a people that's mentally dead, spiritually dead, all right, which are the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, speckled birds, which are the Israelites, all right. Again, he said unto me, prophesy unto these bones. And he said unto, O ye dry bones, hear the word of Yahweh. Thus said Yahweh unto the bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. What's this knowledge, man? All right, this knowledge. All right, that's the Yahweh shall open up the keys, man. All right, Revelation chapter 5, chapter 6. All right, Yahweh shall open the keys to understanding, man. There's wisdom and knowledge, man. All right. And I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring upon flesh upon you, cover you with skin, and put breath into you, and ye shall live. And ye shall know that I am Yahweh. That's us waking up. It says, so I prophesied as I was commanded. And as I prophesied, there was a noise and great, behold, a shaking, and bones come together, bone to his bone. All right. When I beheld, lo, sinews and flesh came upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them. All right. Then he said unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, say unto the wind, thus said Yahweh, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain that they may live. So as I prophesied, he commanded me, and the breath came unto them, and they lived, and they stood up upon their feet, exceeding great army. All right. Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say, our bones are dried, our hope is lost. We are cut off our four parts. But thou prophesy unto them, thus said Yahweh, behold, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel. And you should know that I am Yahweh when I had opened your graves, O you people, and brought you up out of your graves. All right, so most I bring up true nationality, all right? All right, and he's gonna bring us home to Israel, man. All right, so you go right here, Baruch chapter 2, verse 30, and the apocryphals of the King James Bible. It says what? Baruch chapter 2, verse 30. For I knew that they would not hear me because of stiff-necked people, but in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves. All right, so the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American shall remember themselves. All right. Right? They should remember themselves. They should remember their true power was Yahweh. They should remember their prince was Yahweh Shai. All right. So that's what's happening right now, and it's grieving the hell out of Esau, man. All right, the nation of Edom, and it's a grievance to the 2/3 of Israel. All right. It says, perhaps we call the beliefs alternative urban spirituality. Basically, they want to say basically niggerism. All right, that's what they basically want to say. All right. In time past, Louis Farrakhan's, he put Farrakhan's. All right. Or the world will say something on the line. Christianity is a white man's religion, so you need to join the nation. What Christianity is a so-called white man's religion, right? All right. All right. But now everyone is saying that about their thing. The argument has become more a nuisance. It's a nuisance to you, Esau, man. All right, because we're not for your benefits, man. All right. All right. The Israelites are detrimental to your programming, man. You know, vice versa, man. All right. Let's see. what is that? Solomon chapter 2. Alright. I believe that's Wisdom Solomon chapter 2. Alright. Yeah, it says right here, he professed to have the knowledge of the Most High and called himself the child of Yahweh. Yeah, that was just correct. We are the Israelites, man. All right, go to let me see right here. I'm gonna say Hosea 1. All right, the so-called Negroes Latino Native American are the Israelites said the Bible. It said, yet the number of children of Israel should be sand of the sea. All right, so that cuss that there should be a few. All right, that doctrine folk be teaching, man. All right, which cannot be measured nor numbered, it shall come to pass that in that place, which is America. All right, mainly America. Right, it says that place where it was said onto them, because our people waking up all the place, you know. All right. But it's talking about America, but also our people waking up. All right. It says, ye are not my people. There should be said unto them, ye are sons of the living power. Who's saying that? We are, man. When we declare that we are, um, that we are the child of Yahweh. All right. When we out there on the streets teaching, man, we talk to you so-called Negroes, Latino, Native American, speckled birds. He was made to reprove our thoughts, right? Reprove, right, man. He is grievous unto us, even to behold, for his life is not like other men's. His ways are another fashion. All right, okay, all right. Our ways are different from you. It's our true ways. The culture of the Israelites are the opposite of Esau's so-called wife. The culture of the Israelites is life, which is given by Yahweh Shai. All right, the American culture is death, which is given by Esau. Ashawa means wasted is he. He has no skin pigmentation. His skin is translucent. All right, it's showing blood and flesh, which is Adawam. Edom means red. The so-called white man. All right, the American lifestyle is actually the American death style. All right. All right. It says, "We are esteemed of him as countenance." Right. You're not the people of the Lord, man. That's why you bogusly renamed yourself in the 17th century in 1681 as white people. When white means is symbolic for uh being spiritually pure, man. There's nothing pure about you Edomites, man. All right. And your skin is not white like this background. It's coming of red, of various shades of red, like the fonts. All right, in this page. All right, it says, "We are esteemed of him as counted, which you are. You're not the people of the Lord. You're not the Jews. You're not the Israelites. All right. He abstained from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounced the end of the just to be blessed, and maketh his boast that Yahweh is his father, right? Which we are, all right? Which we are, okay? Um, Objective led Christianity, so white men live so black and brown. We're not black. Our Israelites. And people need to join the Nation of Islam, the Hebrew Israelites, the Moorish scientists, the Egyptian command spiritualists, the African spiritualists, even turn the atheists and cast away the whole European pathlons. So the thinking goes. All right, so they just crying that Jake is waking up from all this madness, man. All right, this was this is all about, man. But history says otherwise. All right, then he got it down here. You read here. Yet Jesus tells Matthew 11:23, "Come to me, who all labor are heavy laden, I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me. For I am gentle on the heart, you will find a rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy, my light is burden." This is Yahushua telling the potential led 1/3 of Israel to come back to him, man. Come back to the truth. To come back to our Heavenly Father, Yahweh. All right. He has no understanding, man. All right. All right. Then you get Jude 1:3. You have a misunderstanding of that. The favor one delivered to all the saints. The saints are the Israelites, man. Read that in Deuteronomy 31. verse 1 through 3. All right, through all 4. All right, 4. All right, all right. That's he has no understanding, man. All right, all right, all right. So he just upset that the Israelites are waking up, and it's grievous unto him, man. It's just like in let's see, what scriptures? Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, my It says, now when the adversaries of Judah, as before 1, now when the adversaries of Judah and Benjamin heard the children of the captivity build the temple unto Yahweh of Israel, then they came to Zerubbabel to the chief father and said, let us build with you, for we seek your power as ye do. We do sacrifice unto you the days of Esarhaddon, the king of Ashur, which brought us hither. Right? So these heathens, they just told on themselves, man. All right, but Zerubbabel and Joshua and the rest of the chief of the father Israel said unto him, ye had nothing to do with us to build a house unto our power, but we ourselves together will build unto Yahweh of Israel, as King Cyrus the king of Persia had commanded us. Then the people of the land weakened the hands of the people of Judah and troubled them in building, and hired counselors against them to frustrate their purpose all the days of Cyrus the king of Persia, even to the reign of Darius the king of Persia. All right. All right. So these heathens, man, they scared of the tabernacle of David, which is um the potential led to the 1/3 to come back, man. All right. All right. Let's see, tabernacle of David. All right. And the tabernacle of David, man, this it's not another temple. It's those fake the uh Khazars like to say, all right, because this is happening now. It said Amos chapter 9 verse 11, and that day I will raise up the tabernacle of David that has fallen. Right, we fallen as a nation, man. All right, you read that in Thessalonians, man. All right, it says it's saying, close up the breaches thereof, I will raise up his ruins, I will build it as the days of old. All right. Then right, so the tabernacle of David built right now, man. Which is that the reawakening of the nation of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latino, Native America, and the 12, the Northern Kingdom, Southern Kingdom come together, man. All right, let's close out the breaches, man. All right, bring together the building up the nation of Israel, waking up as again, man, and being united. All right, strongly. All right. That they may possess. Look right here, Amos chapter 9 verse 12. All right, cause I just seen a video the other day with Sakari, that this Amalekite, this people that call themselves Jewish, because Jewish means something like a Jew. All right, because in order to be a Jew, you gotta be from the tribe of Judah, or from or inhabited the land of Israelite, inhabited of the southern kingdom. All right. All right, what's this Judah, Benjamin, Levi? All right. It says that they may possess the remnant of Edom, and of all the heathen which are called by thy name, said Yahweh that doeth this. All right, so we're gonna possess Esau, man. We're gonna have them as slaves, and that's what vocab alone is afraid of, man. All right, because he gonna be vocab alone gonna be one of the top Edomites in the kingdom that's gonna basically get basically gonna be getting beaten down and everything, man. Yahweh said so, man. All right, it says Revelation 13:9. This is Yahweh Shai that gave this revelation to John. All right, it said, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patient of faith of the saints. All right, so That's Yahweh talking, man. It said that he that lead the captivity should go into captivity, which is who led us in captivity? Esau, Ham, Ishmael, Moab, Ammon, and the rest of the nations, man. Who killed with the sword? Esau and the rest of the nations. All right. All right. So this is something that Yahweh said, man. All right. This is something we not making up, man. All right. And that's why the other nations they fear Israel, the tabernacle of David rising again, man. All right. It says right here, um it's in Revelation 2:26, and he that overcome and keep my words unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. All right. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessel for potter's clay, shall they be broken to shivers, even as I receive of my Father. All right. Get right here, trouble. Acts 15:24. For as much as we heard that certain that which went out from us had troubled you with words. No, that's not it. That's not what I want. Here you go right here. 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 verse 7. And to you who are troubled, rest with us when out of one Yahweh shall reveal from the mighty with his mighty angels. All right, right here. In flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not Yahweh, that obey not the gospel of our Adwan Yahweh Shai Hamashiach. All right, who shall be punished with everlasting destruction from the presence of Yahweh and from the power and from the glory of his power. All right. So Most High gonna take vengeance upon the heathens, man, and the 2/3 of our people who fight against Jerusalem, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right. This is in the New Testament that they not gonna read you in these churches, man. All right. All right. He like to say, the so-called Negroes are Africans, man. Everything was just totally opposite. All right. Because if you go on their own history, now my internet. All right. So, come on. This is their own people, the Jewish Virtual Library. All right, they tell you, so-called niggas, where you come from. All right. Some of the Jews in Nigeria, this is the Igbo. All right. You go down here, the Igbo Jews, you could see it. All right. You can see it right here. It says what? It says additional theory states that North African Jews trade and travel with the West African kingdoms of Mali, Songhay, Connemara. Jews are believed to have been prominent demographic in these empires, It is even thought that several rulers of the Songhai Empire had Jewish roots. It appears, however, that Judaism, talking about the ways of the Israelites, all right, the law, statute, commandments, and West Africa came to erupt in when the Qais of Muhammad came to power in 1419 in order that all Jews convert to Islam face expulsion. That happened, all right. That's why people they on slave ships, you see though they got Israelite names, but it's in Arabic, all right. It says another theory maintained that Jews traveling with the trade caravans from the Northeast Africa moved through West Africa, corn in certain accounts, such as Travels in North Africa by Nahum Slopes. And I've asked you, I can get that book. It said Jewish identity can be found in North Africa since the founding fathers of Carthage and descendants of tribes Zebulun and Asher. All right, which are facts because we did made dealings with the Canaanites. We dwelt among them. All right. It said persecution, trade have been major influence factors, and now how the Jews migrate through Africa during the periods of Islamic persecution, and for the purpose of the trade, Jews moved from communities in Egypt, Ethiopia, Tunisia, Morocco to more remote regions in the North and West African trade routes to West Africa may have been established early as the period. All right, and David ruled Israel. The term Tarshish is found. Tarshish talking about Spain. All right, but David. Now, if I don't know if Jake went to Morocco, Tunisia during King David time. All right, part of Egypt and Ethiopia. All right. But anyway, it said the decline of Jewish communities in West Africa can be traced. I'm read right here. This is the key point. The decline of Jewish communities of West Africa can be traced to the arrival of Muslim invaders in the 14th and 15th century. North and West African Jews banded with other local communities of Berbers, Christians, and Jews to ward off invaders, but eventually succumbed. Many were forced to convert to Islam. All right, and the Berbers, the blotto Berbers, you got Jakes among those Berbers. All right, many were forced to convert to Islam, sold into slavery, or simply massacred. In the face of this persecution, written traditions such as the Torah was lost. All right, it says the Igbo Bene Israel, though having no written evidence of their Jewish heritage, maintained a strong oral tradition and practiced many Jewish customs in secret. Records of these medieval Jewish communities found in Timbuktu, Mali, Islamic library indicate the presence of Jewish families in the region before the arrival of Islam in 1300. Right, so there are records, all right, of Israelites in West Africa, man. All right. The records, those are artifacts. All right. It says in modern day Nigeria, the Igbo Bene Israel practiced a number of customs born of Jewish tradition. Males are circumcised on the 8th day of life. Women are separated during the menstrual cycles. The cross-breeding of plants and animals is forbidden, as is consumption of non-kosher animals. Even Yom Kippur and Sukkot are celebrated. There has been a resurgence of Jewish learning among the Igbo Bene Israel. There are. All right, so there you go, man. All right. So another point. Watch out for it. Go to the point. Jews in Ghana. Jews in Ghana. This one of the Khan people. I haven't see how much time I got. That's perfect. 33. All right. It says the first traces of Judaism in Ghana may appear as 1970, which is a lie. All right, it was always been in Ghana. All right, it says thanks to a Ghanaian man named Arian. Let's see how I pronounce that. Hentre Kairafa, live in the community of Siwasui in western Ghana. Tokra had a vision, spoke with spirits, driving him to believe that he and his fellow Ghanaians were indeed descendants of the lost tribe of Israel. He saw clear connection of many similarities between his people practices and those of Judaism. For example, it was tradition in Sophie for Saturday to be a day of rest on the seventh day. All right, you go by the lunar calendar, right? All right, so Saturday is not the Shabbat; it's the seventh day. All right. I'm not talking about Sunday, but according to the lunar calendar, wherever the 7 day fall upon in this Gregorian calendar. All right. It says such a strong tradition that Suefe didn't adhere to it and were frequently punished. All right. Suefe also followed the Jewish dietary law restricting consumption of pork. Members of this male community were circumcised in the youth. Torah Suefe was first viewed as crazy, but over time his vision became more and more rarely accepted. All right. So you got these Jakes right here. All right. Okay, so I don't know what vocab alone get this this African thing come from, man. All right. Meaning there's so much evidence that these people, the so-called Negroes in America, are not Africans. All right. And the same thing go for the so-called Native American and Latinos. All right. So let me get this because my phone running low. All right, let me get this this documentary by this woman. All right, Sophie. All right. So, if I can find it. All right, these people right here. All right. All right, go to let's see, doing Jewish. I'm trying to get the exact. All right, that's the Jewish woman making the documentary. All right. Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to get it where she said. Right, just a teaser right here. All right.
Hi, my name is Gabrielle Zilka. I'm a filmmaker based in Toronto, and I need your help to make an incredible story come to life. In 2010, I stayed with a community in a very remote area of Ghana, West Africa. I have very little in common with the people in this community. To be honest, I don't think that we would have known that each other existed had it not been just for one thing, this one thing that brought us together, and that was our religion. I'd like you to meet the Jews of Sefwi Wiauso, a community in Ghana that has been practicing Judaism for over 2 centuries.
For over what? For over what? For over 2 centuries. Let her say it again. All right.
A community in Ghana that has been practicing Judaism for over 2 centuries.
For over 2 centuries. All right. So they're not converts, man. They not converts. All right. So right here it says, all right. So there you go, vocab alone. All right. And also the people that surround them, man. The rest of the Shante, the UA. All right. And other people, the other groups in Africa, man. You got what Israelite customs, man. Right? Why? Because you know they are the Israelites. All right. It says Psalm 64:8. So they shall make their own tongue fall upon us, and all that see them shall flee away. All right. So this Amalekite woman, this Jewish woman, she revealed that these people, the Sufi, had been practicing customs for over two centuries, man. All right. So they're not a Amalekite. Now what they doing, they interacting with the Amalekites. They start doing the Amalekites way, but these people be doing these customs, as I read in that article, on their own site for 2,000 years. All right. So hey man, I'm gonna end this, and this the mic been dropped. All right, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American authors like that the Bible speaks of. Shalom.